Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again here on YouTube. Today I have a pickup stroke review for you for a WWE Blu-ray custom pickup of Backlash St. Louis from 2025. So this is from the usual guy, my good friend Chad Stone over at WVM Wrestling Video Media on Facebook. If you want this one or any of the other custom DVD sets or Blu-ray sets that I show you on any of my videos, wrestling related obviously, moving forward, then please feel free to reach out to him, message him on Facebook, and just tell him what you're interested in, and he'll help you out and he'll put you on the right path, get you the Blu-ray or DVD you're looking for your collection, wrestling wise obviously. And yeah, he's the gentleman to speak to. So without further ado, let's get into this one then, shall we? Now this, I was saying to Chad when he showed me the prototype artwork he was going to go with for Backlash. I said that is going to be the best artwork you've put out so far in 2025 for your covers, for your cover artwork. I did appreciate the Royal Rumble one. That was pretty cool. I loved the Elimination Chamber one with John Cena. The WrestleMania one was fantastic, but this one, to have both John Cena and Randy Orton one last time on a Blu-ray wrestling cover, looks absolutely fantastic, and the way he's put it together, I'll show you the rest of it in a sec, it's just really cool. I like the logo as well, and they've kept with the L underneath the ASH in the Backlash. Yeah, one last time between Orton and Cena. It's sad in a way, but it's good that they actually had one last match as part of John Cena's tour, shall I say. So yeah, 12 certificate here in the UK. Cheers, Chad. Here's the spine, the usual with the WVM logo at the top, and catalogue number details at the bottom, etc. The logo and everything. And yeah, as I said, John Cena and Randy Orton on the cover artwork there. Here's the disc artwork, and here's the back. So this has a runtime of 5 hours and 39 minutes. Various screenshots to show you. So we have the screenshot from the match between Gunther and McAfee. And then next one up we have Dominic Mysterio and Penta, Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria, and the WWE Men's United States Championship 4-way match with Drew, Jacob Fatu, and Damian Priest in that photo there, screenshot, whatever, and a ref. Oh no, is that LA Knight? Beg your pardon, sorry. Not the ref, LA Knight, not Drew. Drew's not in the photo, is what I meant. But yeah, and if you look carefully with the artwork, why I love this as well, we got like the snake, the viper. Can you see it all in the artwork in the background? And then we've got Orton delivering the RKO to John Cena there. One of a million RKOs throughout that match, which we'll get to shortly. But yeah, so let's talk about the matches then. So there weren't many, obviously. We were only a few weeks removed from WrestleMania, and I felt like they should have given more time with the build-up for this, and it probably would have been promoted better, especially the Randy Orton and John Cena match. I felt that the build for that should have been a bit more, better, considering it's possibly the last showdown between both of those legends. And yeah, what were we, only 3 weeks since WrestleMania when this aired? So yeah, I just felt like there wasn't enough time to develop, stories and builds or whatever towards each of the matches. But anyway, we got what we got, and let's talk about each match then. So, kicking things off with WWE United States Championship match. Champion, or new kind of champion in a way at this time, Jacob Fatu, who won it at WrestleMania, sorry. Put it on the line in a four-way match against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. Yeah, this was a pretty good opening match. I knew, well, I had a gut feeling that Jacob Fatu wasn't going to drop it here on this particular pay-per-view, PLE, whatever. He only just won it like at WrestleMania, so it made no sense. But what I was trying to predict in my mind was who was going to take the pinfall. And I thought to myself, well, they'll protect Drew McIntyre. So I thought it was either going to be Damian Priest or LA Knight. And it was LA Knight because we had interference from a debuting Jeff Cobb, which is pretty cool. Good to see him in WWE. And I think he's the newest member of the Bloodline, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a few episodes of, or a week or so behind on Raw and SmackDown. So I don't know what's happened within the last week or so. So apologies for that. I'm pretty sure I did see the Raw and SmackDown after Backlash, but I haven't seen the ones after that, if that makes sense. As of this video, May the 19th, I think it is today, 2025. But yeah, so I don't know what's been going on since then. But yeah, that was a pretty good opening contest. I give that one a 3 out of 5 star rating. LA Knight is going to probably get into a feud now with, the debut in Jeff Cobb. That'd be cool. I think maybe Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest's feud will continue, considering they were going at it at each other during this match. But we just got to wait and see. I don't think Jacob Fatu appreciated the help in that match either. He looked kind of like either puzzled or pissed off. But we got to see where this story goes with all of that as well. The Bloodline, in regards to the Bloodline and Jacob Fatu. But yeah, good opening contest. Next up, we have what I consider match of the night of the pay-per-view, or PLE. And that's the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra Valkyria. Woo! 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 And Becky Lynch. Now, I wanted to apologise to you guys because I'm pretty sure in previous videos I've called Lyra Valkyria Lyra Valkyrie. This is a habit I've had to try and break out of. What it is I spend a lot of time watching Marvel movies, sometimes with my boys and my daughter, and there's a character called Valkyrie, and she's not like a really popular character in my opinion, but she was in the 4 movies, I think, and maybe 1 or 2 of the other ones, like the Infinity War maybe, and some of the other ones like that, the crossover ones when they have the big battle. Anyway, enough of the Marvel stuff. But yeah, that's why I got my wires crossed with her name, and I want to apologize for calling her Lyra Valkyrie before. It's Lyra Valkyria, so I get that. So I know sometimes I do make mistakes on names, and I do apologize for it. And it's just one of those things. And also when wrestlers change names, because that happens too, I sometimes refer to them as their old name, or if I can't pronounce the name, it comes out different. But yeah, anyway, enough of me waffling on about that. I just wanted to get that apology out there to you guys for that. But yeah, this match was absolutely fantastic. Arguably the best, I know we've not had many of them, but the best women's Intercontinental Championship match I've seen so far since the belt was introduced. And I did think, part of me did think that Becky was going to win it here, and then Lyra would have a chance of winning it back, somewhere down the line. But I do like how the match played out and how it ended. And, from start to finish, it was, I couldn't take my eyes off it. And no, guys, it's not me being perverted, I couldn't take my eyes off them and all that shit. Because of previous videos of mine, and we're always talking about like, tits and stuff or whatever. But that's not the case here. It's honestly, it was the match I was focused on, and really cool. Really enjoyed it. I thought the exposed turnbuckle was going to come into play towards the end, but it didn't. It didn't go according to plan, and for Lyra to catch Becky off guard was a good way to end the match. I was happy with that outcome, which leaves the book open for a possible match again between the two. Hopefully, I don't know what the plans are going forward. As I said, I haven't seen the more recent Raw and SmackDown episodes, so I don't know what's going to transpire from that. So yeah, good match, and I give that one a 5 out of 5 star rating. It was that good, guys. In my opinion, some of you guys might think, "What? That was well generous of you, buddy." But no, honestly, guys, go check it out. It was awesome. It's a badass match, and yeah, I really appreciated it. So way to go, Lyra and Becky. Next up, WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Men's, that is this time. I've got to move that because the camera was jumping, guys. Sorry, I didn't know how long that was going on for. It was just distracting me then in front of me while I was trying to talk. So yeah, apologies for that, guys. Yeah, WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Dominic Mysterio against Penta. I actually am enjoying Dominic as Intercontinental Champion at this time. I don't think Penta was the right choice for his opponent for this pay-per-view, because I don't think Penta should be booked this way. He seems to be losing quite a lot, and I don't like that. I mean, when he was introduced earlier this year in 2025 to the WWE, he was getting over quite well with the fans and everything else, and like the next, not the next Rey Mysterio, but like that kind of baby face kind of figure that would get over, quite quickly, especially with the younger fans and everything else. But yeah, I felt that he wasn't the right opponent for Dominic unless he was going to win the title from Dominic. I'm not saying Dominic's not a deserving champion, sorry, but Penta, I feel, he should be maybe the Intercontinental Champion at this time and not challenging for it and losing. But that's just me. I'm strange like that. And then, with a strange finish as well. What was that dude called? Everybody's thinking it's Chad Gable. That Americano, whatever his name is. Yeah. Fucking hell, I can't even remember his name now. Here we go on about names again, Bunny. But yeah, it's yeah, the Chad Gable guy, apparently in a mask. Apparently it's him anyway. We got to wait and see. Yeah, he came with to the ring, interfered with this loaded steel plate thing, which he tucked in his mask, and headbutted Penta, which led to Dominic taking advantage of it and retaining the IC championship. I've noticed there's a lot of like interferences in matches and a lot of DQ finishes on SmackDown and Raw in recent months. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that as well. That's a bit strange booking. I personally feel it's kind of reminded me of like the old WCW days again. So I don't know what Triple H is playing at, but I don't mind it, but I don't want it constantly. Again, that's just my opinion and me picking up on all these weird kind of things. But anyway, back to this IC Championship match. Star rating for it, I give 3 stars out of 5. Some great moves from both wrestlers, both Dominic and Penta throughout the match. Very cool. And but I wanted Penta to win. I know it was a stupid thought because, as I said, Dominic as well, he's only just won that as well at WrestleMania, so it would have been a stupid booking decision for that to happen. And maybe one of the championships could have been booked on this PLE pay-per-view, whatever, to have changed hands to make it more interesting, even though most of the championships, if not all of the championships, I can't remember now, changed hands at WrestleMania, didn't they, guys? And just to have one change would have made sense, maybe, for this. I don't know, though. It's just me overthinking it, I guess. Who knows? Let me know in the comments, maybe. Next up, Pat McAfee versus Gunther. I mean, yeah, I laugh at it and everything, only because I feel, Gunther, a dominating world champion, a dominating intercontinental champion as well. And he's gone from that to having a feud with with a ring announcer or a commentator or whatever. That's just like, rewind back to WCW. It's like Goldberg just dropping the world title to Kevin Nash, and then the next night on Nitro going out and attacking Mean Gene Okerlund, and then getting into a feud with him and say, right, I want your ass at Super Brawl. You're next, Mean Gene. That's just, or Tony Schiavone or something. You know what I mean? Just pick on the older, disadvantaged commentator with no wrestling experience. I'm not saying that that's what Pat McAfee is. I mean, he's obviously got some kind of experience there, because he did give Gunther a little bit of a interesting run in the wrestling match, in the match itself. But I personally didn't like it. I did cringe at the idea of it when it was promoted and everything else. But to his credit, Pat McAfee did put up a bit of a fight, and yeah, I did notice that he struggled to pull off a few moves. For example, I think he'd done like a springboard leap over the rope and caught his foot at one point, and he looked a bit uncomfortable taking some of the moves as well, delivered by Gunther. But yeah, to his credit, like I said, Pat McAfee did okay, but I don't want to see any more of this. There was a point in the match when Michael Cole got up. I did think to myself, are we going to get like a heel turn? Is Michael Cole going to be secretly working with Gunther or some shit? I don't know. That's just me again, thinking about all this shit, overthinking stuff. The wrestling fan in me, the wrestling nerd or whatever. But yeah, for what it was okay. I don't want to see any more of it. I want them to leave it at that now. And I guess Gunther did show a little bit of respect towards McAfee after the match. Yeah, can we just leave it alone now, Triple H? Yeah, don't book this shit no more. I don't want to see it. I don't want any more of that Michael Cole stuff we had, like with Jerry Lawler back in, what was that, 2011? Yeah, I don't want to be going down that rabbit hole again, pardon the pun. 2.5 out of 5 stars I give that one, guys. And next up we have the main event, which was John Cena versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship. I did expect this one to be a quick 10-minute match, but it wasn't. To be fair, they did go on for longer than that. Maybe 25 minutes to half an hour. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was good. And it doesn't feel as fast-paced between the two in previous matches they've had together. Maybe it's because they're both older now, but it was still entertaining to watch. And as I was saying earlier, guys, there was just so many RKOs and so many attitude adjustments throughout the match. It become quite annoying. I think it's overkill when you do too many finishers in one match. It just it makes the finishing move for that wrestler feel pointless. If you can remember many years ago when wrestling moves, once you've received the wrestling move, that's it. You're done. And then one or two people would manage to kick out of like certain wrestling moves, and then it just became a trend where you've got to deliver more than one, to win the match. And now look where we're at now. You know what I mean? A million RKOs and a million attitude adjustments, and both of them keep kicking out. I know I'm exaggerating with the numbers there, but it's just, that's how it felt. They seemed to go on, and it just became a bit boring. But that's just my opinion again. And yeah, overall though, it was a fun, exciting main event. Ron Killings, R-Truth, sorry, he got involved in towards the end, and set up a match between him and John Cena at Saturday night main event, which would be this coming Saturday. I've seen advertised. And like I said, I wasn't aware that was made, because I haven't watched the latest SmackDown or Raw. But it came up on like something on the internet I was looking at, and I was like, oh wow, okay, cool. And yeah, it'd be good to see those two go at it again one more time, as they did at, was it Capital Punishment? Was that 2011 as well? Anyway, but yeah, good stuff, and I hope to see more of John Cena and his and some of his older opponents throughout the rest of this year. I'm not sure how I feel about the heel John Cena now, especially knowing what's been going on with The Rock and everything else, because I was under the impression that Elimination Chamber, that he was going to be a big part of the John Cena storyline going forward. And now I'm starting to think to myself, after learning that The Rock's not going to be involved much, or no, not at all even, sorry, beg your pardon, that was it the right idea turning John Cena heel? We didn't even get no new music or a new look or anything, not really. So it just seems a bit of a waste of time, and I'm not sure I'm enjoying him as a heel like this on his own kind of thing. I know he had that dickhead Travis Scott help him out, but well, he's not a dickhead, I'm only kidding, or am I? He's okay, at least he helped him. He came down to support him, he didn't help him, I take that back. He came down to the ring to cheer him on at WrestleMania, that's what it was. But yeah, I don't know. We'll give it another few months and see if I still feel the same about it. But hopefully somewhere down the line, he'll probably drop it to the right person, the championship. Maybe in his last match, and maybe to Cody. I'm not sure if his last match will be Survivor Series, or if they're going to go ahead and do a rumored pay-per-view PLE dedicated to just him in December. I don't know if that's still going ahead. It's not listed on Wikipedia or anything. It's not been announced. But there were rumors I did read about it a month or two ago. But I guess we just got to wait and see. But yeah, Cena retained again against Orton. 3 stars out of 5 for that one. Yeah. I've ranted enough anyway about all this now and waffled on. I'm sorry to have kept you this long, guys. Yeah, so special features as well. We have countdown and post-show, I forgot to say on this. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the artwork. Has Chad done a great job? I think he has. And did you like the Backlash event itself? Again, let me know in the comments. And you guys stay safe. And I'll catch you again soon for another video. Goodbye for now.